Hey folks, Chatbot Ninja here, Ian Wallace-Harper, and it's time for another training in BizStackPro basics. Today, what am I going to do? Well, today I'm going to set up an email sequence in a workflow. And this is especially for Diane, who asked me to do this one. It's so that you can see how to use different email addresses in a workflow, or set up a sequence of emails that goes out using different email addresses each time an email goes out, if that's needed. If not, well, let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to share screen, and I'm going to share this one. So first of all, what I would like to say is I've actually set up different email servers within BizStackPro, and the reason I've done that is I'm going to show you. I have got a dedicated server for different services. If we go to this one, is the main. I would say this is the main email server, and that's the default email server. But I've also got under domain configuration, we have got workflow domain. So this is the email server that BizStackPro uses on the workflows. So from the workflows itself. So I've got email.chatbotninja.com working on that one. Now, if we're going to send one-to-one conversations in the main, and that's in the CRM, direct from the CRM, I've got it set up as email.chatbotninjamarketing.com. For campaigns, I've got it set up as email@iwhconsulting.co.uk. And for my bulk emails, I've got a sort of a throwaway domain. I've got email.ninjamarketingboss.com. So all the bulk emails are going to be sent through this server. That means if you've got you're sending bulk emails out to what's the name, and you get flagged as a bad domain, your domain reputation is going to go down on this one, not your main domain sending domains. So, and this one you can then change out with another throwaway domain if needed. Doesn't mean you should be sending spammy emails on your bulk. It means you should be looking at your emails, looking at your to keep that reputation on this domain for your bulk domain, for your bulk emails. But if it does get flagged, it's not going to affect your other domains, your workflow domain, your one-on-one domain, your campaign domain, or anything like that. You could have 4 different domains here. It doesn't really matter, but this one is your bulk email domain, and the one I'm going to show you today is the workflow domain. So I've got it set at email dot chatbottraining.com. Okay, so let's go back to the next step. So once you've got your domain servers set up and it's working fine, we're going to go back to this one, which is the workflow. So the workflow is that domain where I just said is going to go to email dot chatbotninjatraining.com. That is fine. That's what we need. I'm going to take this now and we're going to run with it. And we're going, well, we're not going to run, we're going to walk. So everybody knows what to do. But if we go back, no, let's go back one here, because if you want to know how to set up an SMTP service, a dedicated domain, you're going to need to go to dedicated domains and add a domain. But you can see how that's done in my other video, setting up an email domain, adding an email sending domain. I will give you a link in this video, in the description of this video, so you can check that one out as well. So let's go back to where I just said, workflows. Now, workflows are going to be where we set up our email sequences. And I'm just going to create a workflow and I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to, okay, allowing re-entry, of course. If you want to send this, send them to back to this, or you can say got it. And then in the settings, you will see that it's allowing re-entry. If you don't want them to re-enter this workflow because they've already had it, we're going to turn it off. So they're not going to get this twice. They're not going to get it in twice unless you allow re-entry. So let me move this out here. So what we're going to do, we're going to call this, we're going to rename the thing, the workflow, and I'm going to call it, so first, first sequence. Demo. So I know what we're doing afterwards. Okay. And it's very important to name your sequences. It's very important to name your workflows so you can find them again. Okay. So we've got that. Now we're going to go into the builder. We're going to go back. You need a trigger. Now we're going to add a new trigger, and normally if you've got an opt-in form, it's going to be a form. Yeah. So let's have a look for forms. And what have we got for forms? We've got form submitted. We've got a Facebook lead form submitted, a TikTok form submitted, and a LinkedIn form submitted. So you can choose any of these, depending on where your leads are coming from. Our leads are coming from an opt-in form. So we're going to use an opt-in form from here, form submitted. And we're going to say, so if we save it as this now, as it is, it will be any of the forms that are submitted. But because we're dedicating this, to an opt-in form for a product, for a service, for whatever we're actually wanting to sell, we're going to say form submitted and then form and select form is, and then we can select a basic email form. I've got a basic email form, and well, I think we'll go with that one. Yeah, or you can create your own. I'm going to go for the basic email form and leave it at that. And then, so only from this form will this trigger start the workflow. So I'm going to save it. And now we've got our trigger. Now, what I like to do is I like to assign a user. Assign to user. And I'm going to assign it to myself, but you may have a sales team, you may have another department, you may have users that you've set up, a VA, or more than one VA, depending on wherever you want to. So assign this. So this is going to be assigned to me directly. You could have assigned to user sales department, or assigned to user Joe Blogs, or assigned to user. You may have more than one user. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to save it. So it's now assigned to me directly, and then we're going to add what's the next one we're going to do. Now we could say, okay, we could say add a tag. Add a tag. Contact tag. And then we select a tag. So we could say this one is demo. Yeah. Demo. Add the tag. Demo email sequence. So we know what to delete afterwards. So add new tag, and we've got it in there. Now we're going to save it. We're going to save it, and we've got, so what have we done? We've got the form submitted. We've got the basic form email forms submitted. They then go to be assigned to a user, and then they go to a tag is added. Now, what we want to do now is our first email. So send email. We could send us an SMS. We could send a messenger message, a DM. Send an internal notification. Now this is where we could say, okay, we could have a send an internal notification to the sales team if you wanted to have it done there. that a new lead has come in. So if you want it to do that, then we say, okay, send an internal notification. What type of an email, a notification, or an SMS? I'd say send them a notification, and let's say new lead opted in. Hey, you just had a new sign up opt-in. Opt-in. And we'll just save it, leave it at that. Valid inputs. Let's have a contact in full name. And we just had hey, you just had a new opt-in, and then we'll add a tag, contact, email, and then save. Let's have a look. Oh, where we redirect the page. Are we going to redirect the page? No. To user, select a user, or particular user, and select user, and we'll go for that. So we have to add all the information that's in here. Contact, redirect page to contact. Okay, we'll add that and save. Okay, so now we got an internal notification, and it will send a notification to me. Now we can send the email. Now we can send the email, and then send email. Okay, so send email number 1. We'll do that, number 1. Send email, action name, email number. You would put in your email type, sequence name, or whatever. From email or from name. Now you can say from who you're sending it from. We're going to send it from a username, full name, first name, full name. We're going to use username. Now, where we put from email, this is where we can say which email you want it to be sent from. So you could use an email address that's already in the system, or you could put your own. This is where Diane asked me to show her what. So whatever you put in here, you could put say info at chatbot ninja marketing.com. Yeah, chatbot ninja marketing.com. Notice I haven't put chatbot ninja training there, because this is where it's going to be the clue. So you can put any email in here. Subject, we're going to testing a demo email. Testing a demo email number 1. And then we're going to use, we could say, let's have a look at a template if you've got any templates set up. I'll show you how to set up templates later at in a next in another video. But we'll just put in here hey, and then we look up for a tag, and we're going to look up for contact, and we're going to use contact's first name. How's it going? I just want to test each email going out. Okay, you put in here whatever you want to put in your email. You can add an attachment if you want. You've got 85 characters and 15 words in this email. Now, we could test the email. I'm not going to. I'm just going to save it because we're going to test the actual workflow in a second. So now, in a sequence, what we normally do, we'll have a waiting period before the next email, wait, or a delay, yeah, and we can have a time delay. We can have a time delay, event or an appointment or overdue, yeah. We could have something, a trigger link is clicked, or we can have an email event or whatever. I'll show you these at a later time, but we're going to, at the moment, we're just going to put in a time delay. A delay of maybe 10 minutes. Or it could be a day. Whatever you want to put in here, you could say minutes, hours, or days. If I try to put in minutes and only 1 minute and save it, we've got a minute in between. Then we got number 2. A send in the next email. Send email. Email number 2. So this is email number 2. From name, we're going to use an user email, and from this email, we could put a different email. So we could put support@chatbotninjamarketing.com. You put in the email where you want it to come from. It doesn't really matter, but you could normally what you would do is whatever's in the email number 1, you would keep it at number 9. I just wanted to show Diane that it's possible to put in a different email, and we'll put in testing another email in the sequence. Okay. So what we've got now is we've got our next email. Again, we could look at a template, or we could add in hi, I am testing again. Did you get my first email. And then we're going to save it. Yeah, because we don't want to attach anything here. We just want to save it. And so that's the next email. Now you could carry on and add more and more and more. You could add as many emails as you wanted into this with the waiting period in between. I'm going to change the wait to maybe 3 minutes. Let's go to 3 minutes and save. So we're actually going to see the time delay in between. As I say, make sure you've got your timing set up and see how many emails you want to put in there. My experience is I write all the emails that I want I want to do, and I will add them on a document and then just copy and paste them. So this is going to go pretty quick. Now, what you could do, you could use ChatGPT to help write your emails if you're not very good at email writing. You could already have a sequence of emails set up somewhere else, and you just want to reuse them. Copy and paste it into each of the email, and you've got your email sequence set up. So I've got this sequence already done, and I'm going to test. First of all, we need to save it. We need to save this. Save. And we also really need to publish it. So make sure it's not on draft and it goes to publish. I'm going to have to save it again. If you didn't do that, then you wouldn't be able to start the workflow. So what we're going to do now is we're going to test this workflow. Yeah, we're going to test the workflow. And we're going to say email, basic email form. Now if we got the basic email form on one of our sites or one of our let's go back. One of our sites or a funnel, yeah. Then we pull this out of the way. Oh. So I'm going to need to pull this out of the way. I'm in the way here. So we've got our websites, we've got our funnels. We've got our form. I'm just going to go to the form and go to the builder. And then I'm going to have a look for my basic email form. Is the one that we use. And then we're going to preview it, because if we can preview it, we can actually send it, test it from here. Okay, so on here we've got first name, last name, email, and phone. So let's put in first name Mario, and then brothers. And email is Inspire Freedom 2022. That one there. We'll use that one. Phone. I'll use my own my phone. And then we'll sign it. We'll sign up. So if we go back to here, yeah, we can now have a look at the enrollment history. And we've just had a sign up from Mario Brothers. He's got the date and he's now waiting for 3 minutes because it's already sent the first email. So send email today. Internal notification has been sent. It's added a contact tag, assigned the user, and added to the workflow. So this is where it starts. So it's now on the waiting time. It's actually waiting. So we can go and have a look at the contact details here. And we can see that Mario Brothers here has got a new last activity. And we've had demo email sequence and opt-in, whatever. Yeah, so I've got another thing that's working on there as well. So if you go and have a look in Mario Brothers, as you can see, it's one of my test things, and I've been an opportunity has been created. Yeah. So this is the email that that workflow sent, the first one. And we can actually click on it and have a look at it. Because I've got another an opt-in automation with that with the form. It's created an opportunity Chatbot Ninja product sites sales. So it's actually working on that now. Testing this. It's a second email, just a 3-mail. The email has been sent from a different automation. So here we go. So let's have a look. This is the one we've just had. And then testing this. And then there's another one testing another email. That's the second one of that. I am testing again. Did you get my first email? So it's now actually had sent the emails. That automation has sent both emails. Now, if we go to my Inspire Freedom email, we've got, where are we? Inspire Freedom inbox. And we've got two automations of sending emails from BizStackPro, because I've got two automations working on that same form. So, but this is the first one we sent. And if we look, info@chatbotninjamarketing.com via email, chatbotninjatraining.com. So this is the server that we set up. And this is the email that we set up in the in the actual workflow. Now, if we reply to this, hey, thanks for testing with me, and send it. That's that one done. And let's go back to the inbox, and we'll go for the next one. Yeah, which is testing another one. And if you look here, we set it up with support@chatbotninjamarketing.com via email chatbotninjatraining.com. So it's come through that same server, but with a different email. So I'm going to reply to this one as well. Yes, I got your email. Yeah, and then send. Thank you very much. We go back to BizStackPro and the Contact Manager, and we'll have a look here of what we've got. So if you look here, we've got testing a demo email. This is the reply, Mario Brothers, to here. And this is what we sent from the first one, Mario Brothers, to info chatbot ninja marketing, chatbot ninja training. Hey, thanks for testing with me. Yeah. And if we look at this one, testing another email to Mario Brothers, Inspire Freedom, blah, 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 blah. Is this one, marketing support at Chatbot Ninja. So it's come into the conversations of the contact with two different reply emails, but to the same CRM. And in all the information is there. So if I look at my notifications, new email, a new email is received from Mario Brothers. Yeah. So new lead opted in. All the notifications are here. New email. So all the information I've got is in the in the notifications. So once you open your notifications, you could look at here and see what you've got. So now we'll go and have a look at. So we've got our email sequence set up. We've got the information going out to the contact. Emails are going out. We got a notification coming in to tell us that we got a new lead or a new opt-in or whatever. And we've got in the CRM under the contacts. Yeah, we got the information added into the contacts with the tag, with the everything else. With the two emails from two different email sending senders. So I hope that's not confused you too much. It just means that you can send an email sequence through your workflow to using any email that you want, and it will come back to the CRM for under that contact. So any email that you put there and that from email will appear in the CRM if they reply as well. So you've got all the information coming from the workflow into the CRM, outgoing email and incoming email. Stop share. And let's see your faces. Or you can see my pretty face. An email sequence done in a workflow. That's how you send your emails. You can send emails directly out of the CRM, but that again, I will show you that at another in another video. I will say thank you for now. All I would like you to do is hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see. Also, hit the bell and the like. And I will say thank you until the next training. See you soon. I will put in the comments the link to my other video of how to add an email server server domain. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.